want to buy the one that you got to try to milk it. Going back to like the stock market, like, which stocks do you want, the long-term growth ones? I think even the last one is. The last one's a different type of asset than this. This one is cheaper. There's a reason that it's cheaper, right? Maybe we get a little bit more cash flow on the front end. Like, what's the capex long term? Like that's the question I've been asking myself. Like, what assets do I want in my portfolio? Not now. Like, don't just think about how much money I could make now from like. Because what's $300? What's $200 in cash flow? What does that like actually do for you? Or even we'll talk about the last one. Like that one, we've seen that this one hasn't had any appreciation in literally 16 years. You know, that one over 8 years. In 2012, it sold for $315, and now it's selling for $465. So they made a much better return. And just that's just things that you want to think about. You know? So I'm at a point now where I'm only buying good locations. This is a good location, but like assets that people want to live. I don't want to have to like milk that and this, hoping that I can get somebody to drop in the rent below the market, because $1,800 for a 3-bedroom is below the market.
But going back to the conversation that Adam and I were having about different types of assets and long-term portfolios. So a lot of times people, when they're looking at real estate deals, they are looking for short-term cash flow, right? So quick cash. Cash flow is the amount of money that your tenant, your rental produces, excess of PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, minus and expenses. So typically, when you're buying these townhomes, you're going to make $100 to $200 a month in cash flow. So what I was trying to tell Adam was that, do we really want $100 to $200 in cash flow, or are we looking for a long-term play? So his plan is to buy this using primary residence financing, live in it for a year to maybe 2 years, and then turn it into a long-term rental for the remainder of the 28-year loan. So when you buy these things, do you really want to buy something that is cash flowing now and maybe is not the best asset? Or do you want to buy something that's in a little bit better of a location, in much better condition, and has potential to have more appreciation when you do eventually try to exit out of that asset? It's a question that all investors have to answer when they're evaluating these deals. And it really comes down to what your exact goal is. So my personal opinion is you always want to buy the better asset, even if it is a little bit more expensive, as long as the numbers work. Don't buy it negatively cash flowing, but buy the better asset for long-term gain. Saw 3 houses. One of the houses went under contract while we were doing our showings. He's got a decision to make, so we looked at 3 different asset classes, one in the $475,000 range, one in the $325,000 range, and then one smack dab in the middle at $385,000. So again, his strategy, he's buying it as a primary residence, using primary residence financing. He's going to live in it for 1 to 2 years and then eventually turn it into a long-term rental. So we're looking at what is the potential rental value, what is his lifestyle value while he's living there, and then what is the potential appreciation value of the asset down the road. This is Sterling, Virginia. Strategy can be used in all of the DMV, Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., and in Maryland. If you have questions about how to house hack, what the best strategy is to house hack, it's Cassidy Burns with BPG Residential. buy a damn house.